When the season came, he sent a slave to the tenants to collect from them his share of produce of the vineyard. But they seized him and beat him and sent him away empty-handed. And again he sent another slave to them. This one they beat over the head and insulted. Then he sent another. That one they killed. And so it was with many others. And some they beat and others they killed. He had still one other, the beloved son. Finally he sent him to them, saying, "They will respect my son." But those tenants said to one another, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours." So they seized him, killed him, and threw him out of the vineyard. What then will the owner of the vineyard do? He will come and destroy the tenants and give the vineyard to others. Have you not read the scripture? The stone that the builders rejected has become its cornerstone. This was the Lord's doing, and it is amazing in our eyes. They realized that he had told them this parable against them. They wanted to arrest him, but they feared the crowd. So they left him and went. The gospel of the Lord. Well, it is with joy that I get to talk about today's saint, the Reverend Paul Murray. It is a joy not only because Murray hails from where I just lived, Durham, North Carolina, but because Murray is simply an astonishing ray of hope for this world. The mural that is on your sheets was painted. There are many murals of her painted around Durham if you ever go visit. And that one is painted on the building about a block. It's the nice old apartment. So Mary was raised by her maternal grandparents in Durham. It's Durham, not Durham. Durham is Durham. Okay. Yeah, good evidence. She was raised there until the age of 16. Murray went to Hunter College and then pursued law school. He graduated first in her class at Howard University Law School. And wanting to study further, Murray applied to Harvard Law School, but was denied entrance due to her gender. So she went to get a master's in law at University of California, Berkeley. She then became the first African American to receive a Doctor of Juridical Science degree from Yale Law School. Even before getting this degree, she wrote a book entitled States Laws on Race and Color, which Thurgood Marshall called the Bible of the Civil Rights Movement. As an academic, Murray was truly astonishing. In 1973, though, she felt a calling to something even more, leaving academia in pursuit of ordination. Ordination for women was not approved by the General Convention until 1976, but she went for it anyway, enrolling at General Theological Seminary up in New York. During her time there, she made some good trouble with her friends and some other women wishing to be ordained, which helped move the needle for the greater church for the benefit of the church. 1977, at the Washington National Cathedral, Murray became the first Black woman ordained to the priesthood in the Episcopal Church. Now, Murray's maternal grandmother, Cornelia Smith, when she was younger, was enslaved in Orange County, North Carolina, where Chapel Hill is. Murray Yes, Cornelia was the daughter of an enslaved person, Harriet, and a slave owner, Sidney Smith. Cornelia grew up on the Smith plantation and was raised by Mary Ruffin Smith, Sidney's sister. So Mary was therefore Cornelia's aunt and owner. Mary Ruffin brought Cornelia to the Chapel of the Cross, an Episcopal church on UNC's campus, for church. Cornelia was baptized at the Chapel of the Cross, though still relegated to sit in the slave balcony during the service. History comes into play when Paul is ordained. After Mary was ordained, Peter Lee, the rector of the Chapel of the Cross in Chapel Hill, invited her to the parish to preside. If you know, Peter Lee would later become the Bishop of Virginia. On February 13th, 1977, Murray celebrated the Eucharist for the first time at the Chapel of the Cross. During this service, Murray read from the Bible that had belonged to her grandmother Cornelia, from a lectern that had been given in memory of the woman who owned Cornelia, Mary Ruffin. This was also the first time a woman celebrated the Eucharist at an Episcopal church in North Carolina. Murray celebrated her first Eucharist, where her enslaved grandmother baptized her. She assisted in the slave knot. And reflecting on this service, Murray wrote, "Whatever future ministry I might have as a priest, it was given to me that day to be a symbol of healing. All the strands of my life had come together. Descendant of slave and of slave owner, I had already been called poet, lawyer, teacher, and friend. Now I was empowered to minister the sacrament of one in whom there is no north or south, no black or white, no male or female. Only the spirit of love and reconciliation, drawing us all toward the goal of humanness." Murray had so many reasons to be cynical. She had so many reasons to be resentful. She may have felt these from time to time. But Murray kept coming back to the hope she found in the Jesus of reconciliation, even issue. As Bishop Rob Wright of Atlanta recently taught, hope is durable. Hope can be lynched, as we see in Jesus, and still survive. Hope isn't optimism, because optimists are just a few disappointments away from being saints. Hope is durable. Don't give up hope. The hope that in its own time, all will be made right, and that we all may know true healing and wholeness. Thanks be to God for Holy Mary and the hope she taught, the hope she knew, the hope she preached, and gave us all.